they're not reporting the truth. They're reporting lies. And it's hypocrisy to the max level. I mean, this is communism. This is socialism. This is all the things that I hate personally. We need to stand up for this. This is wrong, and the American people know what's better.
Antonio Sabato Jr., obviously nobody really needs me to give you an introduction to him. He's one of the hottest commodities to come on daytime television, top TV shows, movies, you name it. He's a Calvin Klein model. I'm not going to go over it all. But what really matters is he's running for Congress. He's a patriot. And to do that when you're big in Hollywood and a major celebrity and A-list TV, movies, you name it, to do that is basically like taking cyanide for your career. I mean, it takes a lot of courage. Conservatives and libertarians have to meet in secret to even talk about ideas. He was also blacklisted in Hollywood for speaking out and endorsing Trump. So he's a real hero. So he's with us for the rest of the hour. And then I really want to invite him up for a full hour because he's such an interesting and well-spoken person. Also, you can vote Antonio.com on May 8, 2017. Sabato filed paperwork with the Federal Election Commission announcing plans to run for the 26th District Congressional seat in California as a Republican against incumbent Democrat Julia Brownlee. And I'm going to tell you, if he isn't presidential material, great career, smart guy, patriot, will buck the system, I don't know who is. So we need to get him into Congress, first things first. Facebook.com/Antonio Sabato Jr. live. But what a country where the Democrats are everywhere saying, kill Trump, kill his family, kill his supporters. Jimmy Fallon didn't criticize Trump enough, so they want him fired. And he comes out and grovels and says, okay, I hate him, please don't fire me. I mean, what a group of bullies. And I love what Kurt Russell said. He said, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I just like free market in America, and why can't I do that and not get blacklisted? I guess he's so big, they've had trouble blacklisting him, but they're still trying. So is this America or isn't it? Antonio Sabato Jr., so good to have you on with us.
Thank you, Alex. It's a pleasure to be here with you, man. It's living tough times. Mr. Scalise, I want to send my prayers to him and his family and everybody who was affected today. Our law enforcement, what a great job they did to intervene at such an incredible time. They were ready to practice this morning, play softball, enjoy their day, and then the entire day was ruined because of this individual. We live in crazy times, Alex, and we need to stand up for our country, for the freedom of our country. And it's a disgrace what's going on in the media, how they publicize this, how they publicize any of these events. They make it about lies, and they continue to do that. Basically that's why I'm running for Congress, because I want to make a difference. I want to make a change. And I'm going to fight for what is right, because I love this country so much, Alex.
What's wild for me is Gabby Giffords gets shot by a guy that was a drug head and registered Democrat, and they blame conservatives and libertarians and gun owners for years. But they're not even apologizing on CNN or all these other channels that called for Trump's death. All these people that push violence said he should die in the newspapers. We've all seen it, the plays, the movies, everywhere. And now we're getting the clip. We should have it soon. They have a man on the street, looks totally staged, saying this man wasn't evil. He was just tired of the policies. And so they're even, and then no one said, no, that's a terrible view or that's crazy. They're actually trying to push the idea that killing people is okay. I mean, these people are so whacked out.
Yeah, they are whacked out, Alex, and they're completely out of their minds. And to support this and always blame guns and guns. Guns don't shoot themselves. People have to pull the trigger. I am for the Second Amendment. I'm a CCW holder. I work with law enforcement. I go to the shooting range. I've done my testing. I've done it. This is not about guns. This is about people being pulled left and right and pushed to do these kinds of things, because violence is being on media, on social media, on CNN, like you were saying, on a daily basis. They're not reporting the truth. They're reporting lies. And it's hypocrisy to the max level. I mean, this is communism. This is socialism. This is all the things that I hate personally. We need to stand up for this. This is wrong. And the American people know what's better. I mean, that's what we voted for our President Trump to be elected. Is because we wanted a man. I mean, look at this man. This man, by the way, happy birthday, Mr. President. It's your birthday. It's kind of sad that on your birthday these kinds of things are happening. But this man left $11 billion. He left his fame to be ridiculed on a daily basis because he loves this country. We finally have a president who's standing up for the American people, who's fighting for what is right. And this is crazy what we're seeing on a daily basis. Now,
well, let's talk about your courage. I mean, you're not stupid. You're a smart guy. Top TV host, huge movies, A-list, making tons of money. What did you see in America that made you, being big in Hollywood, obviously knowing that this would, like James Woods said, basically end his top career? What made you do that to come out and support Trump?
Well, in the last 8 years, 10 years actually, what I've seen from our last president is something that I didn't agree with. And I mean, we can't say that about our president now because he just started. Maybe 8 years down the line, we could look back and go, okay, this is what it should have been done, or maybe the president should have done this better. But in the last 10 years, I guess it's common sense, the lack of enthusiasm for this country, the lack of enthusiasm for our law enforcement, for our military, for our veterans, what I've seen in the last not a last president. And I just wanted to step up and express my opinion about it. And I was so proud of finally having a candidate who I believed was going to win, and he did win, who loved this country more than his own career and everything else. And I respected that. And so I stood up.
And so you did the exact same thing he did. Let's talk about what happened to you. And again, people will think, oh, this intimidates folks. No, it's the opposite. We all need to do what Antonio Sabato Jr. and Donald Trump did. And now Trump, $3 trillion in the stock market, hundreds of billions in new jobs, ISIS being crushed, just all this great stuff happening, killing TPP that was unelected and secret, pulling out of the Paris climate deal that was only on Europe and the U.S.
Those are great things, Alex. Those are really good things, and people don't want to talk about that. They're so against this president. I'll tell you, the reason why they're so against him is because they fear him, because they can't control this man. And because they can't control him, they can't give him money, they're gonna continue to do this and ridicule this man on a daily basis and spread lies. Now, I spoke for him, I spoke about him, and I supported him, and I felt that, after this, I just spoke my mind. We have the right to do that in this country. But after that, Hollywood has completely just put me on the sideline. I lost many jobs. People have been so cruel, and the nasty that I've seen on social media toward me without even knowing me because I supported this president has been incredible. I've never seen anything like this. It's just pure evil.
But you're not giving up. You're running for Congress. And I got to say, I've seen you in movies. I've seen you in interviews. I always like you. I've seen you in television. And I've always thought, man, that guy's really cool. You're going to make a great congressman. And I think you could end up being president down the road. That'll really show these people. And no, seriously, so what do we do to get you into Congress?
Well, you have to go to voteantonio.com, Alex. Running for anything in the political world, you need to raise money. As soon as I'm able to raise as much money as possible, I have a shot at this. And so the next, I would say, 6 to 8 months is about raising money. So go to voteantonio.com and, give $1, give 50 cents, give $10.
Oh, the middle class and the people better give a lot more than that. We're in a war. It's time for people to get serious.
Yeah.
People need to give $2,000. What's the max they can give? $2,000 apiece?
Yeah, I think it's $2,700 is the max. But like I said, I appreciate anything that you can do. The more, the better.
Well, I'm giving $2,700. I'm giving it $2,700 today. Right now during the break, I'm going to give my credit card to one of the crew. Fill out the form. Do it. Because we're in a war, folks. And people that have courage, like Antonio Sabato Jr., think about it. Making millions of dollars a year, top TV host, in big movies, knowing they'd come after him, knowing they'd try to shut him down. It takes a lot of courage. I could care less about Hollywood stars if they don't have courage. Then they're just actors. But this guy is on the front lines, literally at a critical time for this country and the world, putting it where, his money where his mouth is. That right there is the bona fides for me to back this guy for Congress. And all of you should donate right now. Again, folks need to go to the website, voteantonio.com. How else can they support you if somebody doesn't even have $10? Obviously, if they got a family out in California, call into talk radio, call into C-SPAN.
Social media, Alex. I think just spreading the word. Go to my Twitter account, Antonio Sabato Jr., and just spread the word about going to voteantonio.com. Like I said, this is about just spreading the word. We have 18 months that are going to go really fast. We need to get inside this seat because, you know, California, as you know, I mean, we're short on Republican congressmen and congresswomen. So one district at a time. And, you know, I want to fight for the veterans. I want to fight for our Second Amendment. I want to fight for illegal immigrations. I mean, we spend $100 billion, almost $100 billion on illegal immigrations. But $10 billion would be to build this wall, you know. And so I think that I want to fight for this thing. I want to fight for this country. I love this nation. It's given me so much, and I'm going to keep fighting. I'm not afraid of these guys. I'm not afraid of them. So just so you know out there, whoever's watching this, I'm here to fight for the American people.
Well, it's a war, and when we get somebody as good as you running for Congress that I think has such great prospects compared to the mummy that you're running against, I mean, I think if people get behind you, you're going to win. But regardless, you're going to be in those debates. You're going to be on TV. You're going to be injecting real ideas and not laying down, you know, after they've tried to destroy you. This is so exciting. VoteAntonio.com. Let's go to Debit in Florida. Debit in Florida, you're on the air.
Great. Hey, thank you so much. Listen, I have bought your product, and I gotta say they're amazing. Anyone who's on the fence, buy it, because I've got Caveman, Superman Vitality, Secret 12, Vitamin Mineral Fusion. I've got the body armor.
Wow, thank you.
Wow.
You're the type of listener that makes it all possible. Which nutraceutical does you like best?
I really like the Vitamin Mineral Fusion, to be honest. That's
amazing.
Really incredible. I drank it in the morning, and I swear to you, I felt incredible. Like I haven't felt weak. My morning was fantastic, and I love you guys. I love the Infowars crew, and I just want to, I want to take this opportunity to tell anybody out there who's on the fence. Just buy it. You will love it. I'm telling you, I've never bought a bad product.
What you find in our news is the same thing you find in our products at InfoWarsLife.com. It's a win-win. InfoWarsLife.com.